to Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so of course we're playing Operation Aegis, our Lancer actual play. I'll be your storyteller for the evening, Jason. And with me as usual will be Sarah playing Vika, Patrick playing Freddy, Carr playing Tiana, Eric playing Uriah, and Jeremy playing Cortev.
Buddy.
And who remembers where we were last week? Carr, give us a review.
Vika got her shit pushed in.
That's every session. That's every session.
This one was worse.
We snuck on. We were officially on the ship. I think we had just gotten on there, and alarms started going off. People started shooting at us. We shot back. One guy remained. Basically, we're like, "Hey, surrender the ship." We're like, "No, we don't think we're allowed to do that," and not really. And we started hacking terminals.
That is correct. Patrick, did you have anything to add?
I was actually saying I was on the comms with the captain, and essentially we were in the delay war between both sides.
There was
stop
mutual.
you if you stop me.
There was mutual delaying going on.
Really funny that just came up in Final Fantasy 2.
It's the Spider-Man meme.
I'm pointing.
I also want to give a. Oh, I'm so mad at. I can't. Eric, I can't remember your character's name now. All of a sudden.
Uriah.
It was, Uriah.
Mm-hmm.
I send, being that we're having difficulty hacking anything out. It's hard for us to hack anything outside of this bay.
Mm-hmm.
How about you? Basically, Freddy asked him, go for a walk and see if you can hack anything from the outside. Because since we can't get in from this bay...
No, y'all got control of the bay doors.
Yep.
No. I'm talking about access to the rest of the ship.
You're telling them to go on like the exterior of the ship and try hacking from there?
Yes.
Also, did we just do the Alucard go for a walk from Helsing Abridged?
I think so.
No, but it's been a
Alucard,
while since I've
for a walk.
I haven't seen that thing in so long now, so yeah.
I'm sorry, that's the only thing I can think of.
I do have. I have a. I got the printer up and going.
Yeah,
Or
we
they
have the
broke
printer
it.
under control.
Yeah.
And then the bay doors.
Yeah, and y'all had looked through the recent print, the recent jobs the printer had done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of like bomb
bombs.
casings. Lots of bomb
Yeah.
casings.
Mm.
None of the radioactive material. You can't really print that out of standard, supplies.
Yeah.
Takes a
You
whole
can
different
stick a
filament they
shitload of
don't have.
gunpowder in it, the old
Right.
school.
You gotta have that processed uranium filter
Filament.
You gotta.
Uranium
I told you
filament.
to go back by. I told you to go by GMS and get that cartridge.
I think Cortev wants to use the printer in the same way that you would like very clumsily use like the TV on a refrigerator, like those really fancy refrigerators that have the door with the TV, and like just very clumsily try to like backdoor his way into something on the other side of the door.
This whole time you're just hearing a drill in the background going to Vika's mech.
Really don't think we got time for that, but knock yourself out.
I don't have the hacking skill that you guys do. I'm doing whatever I can to help.
While I'm talking to, and the captain sees me literally just like whacking Vika's mech with a wrench, and somehow it starts getting better.
Suddenly it's engineer from TF2.
All right. So you had, you taking control of the the curtain, this small
Can't
layer of
be
nanites that
vented.
keeps the atmosphere in, so they can't vent the atmosphere on you. You've taken control of the exit doors, so they can't lock you in here. What else
Big
have y'all
3D
managed?
printer.
Yeah, you've got access to their 3D printer now.
Gonna print so many little tugboats.
This is a printer big enough to print a mech. Think of how big a benchy you could print.
I know.
Set it to start printing Vika parts.
Well, you're talking about days.
We
to
discussed
print a
that. That
mech.
would be
I-
like
I
days,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm making a joke.
So y'all were doing all that while Freddy was stalling the captain, and of course while the captain was stalling Freddy, all of his IT guys were trying to delete files off the basically wipe the ship's hard drives. Well, I guess they'd be SSDs.
Do we have any way to get a map pulled up on any of the like panels in here, or is that something that's hidden?
No, actually, I want to say y'all had gotten an overall map of the ship.
Yeah.
Because you had, I want to say Uriah had managed to stop them from deleting everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did get like a 30 something.
Yeah.
I remember it was some ridiculously high number that I rolled. Yeah, there it is right there, 32.
Yep.
Almost tempted to have Ty go invisible and find where the people are hacking and knock them out, but
Well,
that would be a deadly solo mission.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
might be a
it
bad
would.
idea.
I'm sure it would go fine.
For you.
The most likely places they'd be doing their work from would be the bridge, the engineering section, which according to the map, engine control, power, all that's kind of run in the same area. And just off of that's an actual kind of the core of their computer system. Nice and centrally located in the ship, so it's not likely to get, shot unless the ship's being torn apart anyway.
Yeah.
Are we going further into this ship, or are we standing here?
We're gonna have to.
Looking around the bay, are there any other like pilot-sized weapons anywhere?
Well, you did have an entire squad of infantry guys that died horribly.
It's their
You
fault, really.
could look and see if any of their weaponry is still usable.
We'll do that.
There wasn't a mech in process of being 3D built, was there?
There was
No.
not. No, they had not been printing any mechs yet.
Okay.
Just parts they needed for the ship,
Got it.
and bomb parts.
Yeah.
All right, and let's see what. Let's see. Y'all were in boarding action last time. I believe they just had the baseline assault rifles and like the little one-use
Rocket launchers.
launchers, rocket propelled grenades, the anti-mech weapons, basically.
Never mind then.
Oh, come on, you don't walk around with a rocket launcher. You know
Oh
you
yes,
do.
let's commit war crimes today.
It's not that
With it-
good.
Oh, look, in the medical bay, a bunch of people.
No more!
No, that's what Uriah's for.
What's this fine mist?
She has a +6 to apply fist to face and melee weapons.
Now, there
She's
was-
gonna have more fun.
There was some discussion about the fact that if the medical staff stayed in the medical bay, y'all weren't going to do anything to them.
Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah, that and the people in their
Essentially, it
Bunker
was me and the
quarters.
captain basically negotiating, essentially.
So basically, as long as the non-combatants stay out of combat.
So we have a map. So do we know where the computer core is?
You do. It's right off of the engineering section.
Fantastic.
Towards the center of the ship, so where the bridge is. The bridge is basically, y'all are kind of at the ass end of the ship, and the bridge is kind of on the very opposite side.
Mm-hmm.
You know, long ways.
And engineering will be at the back end because, well, the engines.
Yeah, it's more towards the back than towards the front, but it is a little bit deeper into the ship, like the main engineering section.
Yeah.
But like I said, the computer is just off of it. Like I said, you've all got the map of the ship loaded into your.
Mm-hmm.
I always go with risk comms for some reason. It may just be how much I always like the Pip Boys. Yeah.
Depending on if you have data plating, it's your HUD.
The
Well,
thing
that's
is,
true.
Cortev has what is effectively a Pip Boy.
Ty has a HUD. It shows her health.
I forgot about the fact that y'all being in Lances, y'all probably be in helmets and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. Uriah will just. Well, we need to stop them from purging the data, so I say we head.
Are we going
That
splunking?
You
way.
stop them from purging the data for now.
Are we
As a
going
computer
splunking?
guy, you know for a certainty, given enough time, they'll get around what you did, of course.
Oh,
And there's always the fact that they could go down there with hammers and wrenches and just smash stuff.
it.
Yeah, that's why he's heading for the main computer. That is his location.
Vika is following. Like, there's only so much we can do from here.
Yep.
All right. You have probably accomplished most of what you're going to accomplish here in the loading bay.
And I actually do tell the captain. Unfortunately, Captain, considering the info warfare that's been going on while we've been talking.
He nods. He's not surprised. Yeah. At some point he had glommed onto the fact. Oh wait, he's stalling me while I'm stalling. Okay, man.
Unfortunately, our objective is thankfully, while the ship is ideal, I'd rather none of your personnel be harmed.
He appreciates the restraint. Obviously, we both have our duties to do.
Well, keep medical staff and non-essential personnel out of the combat zone.
I have ordered non-combatants to, either hold up in their quarters or, in the case of the medical staff, in the medical bay.
Very well. Best of luck to both of us.
He just nods and turns off break the connection.
Do you tell every combatant where
Getting a
where
bomb.
you are and what you're doing,
No,
or just the ones that we're all going up against?
partially because if we just ran down the hallways killing everybody in our path, let's not. At least something I try to avoid.
So, Ty is going to
Sounds
stop
like war.
repairing Vika's mech, go invisible, and then mag clamp onto the back of Uriah's half-size mech.
Huh?
I am invisible on the back of Uriah.
You're
Understand that.
Spider-Man on the
I understand
back
what
of
you said.
You're Spider-Man on the back of Spider-Man. Gotcha.
I was watching that clip just today. I'm just picturing her back there using his shoulder, holding a rifle across his shoulder.
No, she's not. She's not holding the
Did you see
rifle.
that with
She's
the
just
group
like
of us,
waiting.
or
Huh?
I'm talking to Jason. Did you see that with the big group that we went to go see it, or?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't remember. All right.
She's also going to ask Rabbit and Koke to be angry, but don't commit war crimes.
My leg's out for me. Why don't you?
So are they going with you, or are they staying in the dog?
They are staying in the dog, so
Okay.
they're defending the rest of the mechs that do not have AI.
And I'll also tell Whip, now, stay with Koke and Rabbit, but on all else, just make sure the other mechs are fine, and if possible, take people alive.
He's not sure how possible that will be, considering he is very large and peoples are very small. But he gives you the affirmative that he will try.
I'm taking one of my drones with me. It's going to be the shield drone again.
Okay.
Just to have that forward, like, since everything's going to be like right in front of us. I figure give everything difficulty.
Question in this regard.
Mm-hmm.
Picking some of the soldiers who were down, do any of them have an equivalent to a flashbang on them? I can roll investigate to check this.
Actually, I'm going to give it an even odd roll to see if they did or not.
Alright.
You know, they're mostly equipped for anti-mech combat, but so high or low?
High.
It's a 4, which is low on D20.
Dang.
So no, they didn't have anything like that.
Alright.
Alright, so y'all start down the hallways. Who is taking point?
Well, currently Uriah is in the most armored.
Alright, so Uriah's in front, and Tiana is, obviously second.
Clamped onto it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clamped on, but invisible.
Second.
Yay!
Well, no. Vico will pull up the rear.
Okay.
I'll have the shield drone in front of those of us who aren't in a mech.
Alright.
So it's probably like Uriah, Rabbit, and then the shield drone, and then everyone else.
Okay. Well, the shield drone in the middle like that would probably cover everybody.
Yeah.
Alright. So y'all are heading down the hallway. Hallway's mostly empty. The captain seems to be good to his word. Most everybody seems to have cleared out. Well, that and the ship probably wasn't fully staffed anyway, because under construction.
Yeah.
But you do come to a downed blast door. Somebody has managed to drop one of the blast doors.
Well, y'all want to hack this while I keep an eye on things?
And when you said down, you mean someone had sealed it, correct?
Right. The blast door had dropped.
Okay, when you said down, my first thought, there's someone else here?
No.
Okay. Alright. I got a 4+ hack fix.
Okay.
Anybody else
And
give an advantage, or?
yeah, I could be hand.
Alright, there is somebody in the system working against you. So it's a roll off.
Okay, so... And, first off...
20 is the number to beat.
Oh!
Got there.
No,
Oh,
his,
no, you didn't. Never mind.
Yeah, his said 20 was the roll to beat.
17.
Unfortunately, the D6
18.
rolled a 1.
Yep.
Did you add your grit?
Yep.
Yeah, you did.
I rolled a 10, plus 7, plus 1.
Okay, so you're trying to get it open. They're trying to keep it closed. They are succeeding at the moment.
Oh wait, it would have actually just been a 17 because you said it'd be difficulty because there's someone working against me.
No, it was a roll off. They were
Okay.
rolling and you were rolling. You just had to beat them. They rolled a 20.
Unfortunately, that just roll a 20 works against us.
Not as often as I'd like. I don't know. I do crit in combat fairly often.
Yeah, as Vika will know.
All right. You gonna keep trying to get through this door? Or y'all gonna divert and try to go around?
Are there multiple entrances?
Well, you can cut down and go down another hallway to eventually get to the.
We had someone here who was like continually hacking and making it seem like we're just gonna stick here and everyone else left.
That actually is not that bad of an idea. Essentially, diversionary.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll catch up.
All right.
Can you get in here?
She can hack.
Okay.
She just doesn't use it a lot.
Okay.
She does
Yeah,
hack
me.
with her fists,
But
but
Kev's asking this in character. Like, I haven't seen her hack.
Really, I swear, y'all, I can do more than hit stuff.
I believe you. I believe you are a multifaceted woman. And he leaves.
well, first off, never judge anyone until you truly know them.
The
Right.
eye roll was legitimately audible.
You can hit him later. You'll be good.
Yeah, I'll catch up.
All right. Pat.
Looking at the maps, what would actually be the fastest way to the core? I'm sure we're going that way.
Yeah, you were going that way, but
Okay.
But you can cut down. You know, you look at a couple of side hallways that you can cut down, and kind of basically loop back around the hallway y'all were already in, just further down, and then you could come back to the blast door or continue forward towards the.
I'm also gonna try something that might actually be kind of dumb, just in case we
dumb?
run into this problem again. Being that it's a blast door, for emergency purposes, there's always basically a quick release.
There's a manual override.
Invent create, basically make a way to make it essentially trick the system to thinking that it's actually is an emergency to open up. Invent create, generally speaking, tools.
Well, the manual override, you'd have to get in there, and it's like a kind of a handle, and that is on the side of the door, kind of the further into the ship you get. So they lock it down. People trap inside and get it open to get further out.
It's not going to trap from the hallway side.
Right.
All right.
All right, so y'all start circling around. Vika, go ahead and give me a roll.
I did. It was a 15.
All right, they got a 17, 18, 19. Couldn't get any of these rolls last week.
Are you sure about that?
Not when it came to the hacking.
That's fair.
Or maybe it was just they didn't look good compared to the 30s you were rolling.
So true. There was also that time that we both rolled natural ones, but I had the better modifier.
Yeah.
Man, we
That was
sucked,
hilarious.
but you sucked a little less. All right, so run down the side hallways, cutting back and forth. If anybody's got something that would help with their perception,
With me, just investigate.
Would I be able to roll it from my location, or would it apply to me still back at the door?
it would not apply to you. This is the guys running down the hallway.
Okay.
And I say perception, I'm just throwing out D&D terms. I don't know what the individual
Yeah.
tags here are called. But...
The tag is spot.
Yeah, there is a tag called specifically called spot.
If any of you got spot, I mean, you can roll it regardless, but spot would factor into this.
Yes. I will
This is
roll.
a straight roll for me.
Yeah, if you don't have spot,
Yeah.
it's just a D20 plus your grit.
Just
14.
for if I was their sake, would read a situation apply to it?
Read a situation might be more social.
Look for subtext, motives, or threats in a situation or person.
Like insight.
One of those get a gut feeling about kind of thing.
That's true. That could be like an intuition about what they're walking into.
That might help you, like spot an ambush or a trap or something like
Okay.
that. That might factor into that.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Unless they have a tag listed that is specifically like spot ambush.
Yeah.
I got a 12.
right.
Along with what everyone else got.
All right, Uriah, what did you get?
Got an 8.
Tiana, what did you get?
Sorry, what was I just?
If you don't have spot or something else that would help you with perception type things, just a d20 plus your grit.
Nope. She's on the back. She's holding on at the moment.
So the people leading don't see it. Great.
Freddie, what did you get?
14.
Okay. So y'all are running along, and Cortev and Freddy kind of at the same time. Maybe Freddy was a smidge quicker, but
Sure.
you both spot, in an open doorway, something, something the size of that. Well, I'm about to go yay big, but Jeremy can't see me.
You can't
can't
see
you?
me. Is how this
Oh, that's right, because you are on Zoom. Okay, very good then. So something about the size of a soda can with a little light on the side sitting just in one of the doorways.
And I
Like a
basically beat through. Uriah, tripwire, up front.
I'll actually point it out.
Yeah. I'm basically making the people who are running ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his the forward EVA thrusters on his suit activate and push him backwards.
Sure enough, it's a little canister. Little explosive. Not an exact model you've seen before. But yeah, it's basically got a maybe not a laser tripwire, like a motion detector. If somebody runs past that doorway,
Sets it off.
yeah, it's gonna set it off.
Is it like the only way forward?
You could drop back.
Okay.
And go around some more, but the more times you have to do that,
The
Longer it's gonna take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what Uriah will do, because Mech, he'll grab Cortev and Freddy and just. Actually, first he'll go. Hey sis, how's it coming on that door?
Fine.
I also just have an idea.
they beat an 11.
I figured that.
Okay, so
Yep.
yes,
Yep.
he'll grab Cortev Freddy and quick scan with his. This laser's more like leg level.
It kind of fans out across the hallway. At the highest point, it'd be like chest level on a person.
Okay. He will throw Cortev and Freddy over the lasers.
Do you warn them ahead of time?
No, just.
As
And then-
Freddy's
There's
flying,
no time.
as Freddy's flying through the air, he just kind of goes, "We're gonna discuss this later."
And then because EVA module, he will just, since Ty is still magnetically attached to him, he'll just kind of Naruto run over the wall,
Okay.
over that doorway to get around the laser.
All right, Freddy and Cortev, give me a roll to see if you tuck and roll with
Race.
in your landing.
Nope.
I have show off. Can I do show off in this moment?
Show off bits, sure. I'm just picturing Cortev going full swan dive pose. We're doing a perfect little acrobat roll as he
I
hits
got
the ground.
Rolls
Oh,
to feet.
I rolled a 27.
Hey.
12-point landing.
You hit, you roll, you come up on your feet, hands in the air.
And he like brings his hands up dramatically.
And then
bows.
Freddy
That's-
just like stumble rolls and he knocks over him as they go by.
I just imagine that he hits the ground and just slides.
Just face plants and then flies 5 feet.
That's so funny. The 20 to 1. Everything.
And
And Cortez just looks down at Freddy.
I just want the drone holding up a 10.
About this later.
Got no
Well, my
time.
face-
Keep moving.
Uriah, give me a roll. Give me a roll. To see if you manage to get up, and scrunched up enough for it not to detect you. Because the hallways are like, 8 feet or so.
Oh yeah, you're good.
You hear a slight snicker as she watches Freddy faceplant.
There will be consequences if you fail, but I've got a couple of different ones you can choose between.
That's fine.
You have your choice of consequences.
Got 12.
Okay. So you manage to get across without either setting off the bomb or squishing Tiana up against the ceiling.
Yeah.
Smush.
I didn't need that face,
Keeps
thank
hitting the
you.
Ceiling.
Got your helmet on, right? You're fine.
I know I'm not pretty, but now I'm not even pretty.
Alright, so y'all get past the booby trap and continue on. And you make it to the point where you can get back into that main hallway. Was that roll Vika making another attempt?
Yeah, she's just trying. No one's called and said, hey, we were able to find another way in.
They rolled a natural 20 plus.
Yeah, that beat me. I think I got like a 13.
So they got a, let's see, 27 total. These rolls.
Using all your good
Holy
rolls
Jason, get them
now.
all out of the way.
Yeah, just
Yeah, apparently. So with that crit, they locked you out. They have locked the little door when you're using. They've locked you out of it.
Ah, yes, they fall out.
The screen goes blank for a second, and then there's just a laughing little face. It takes you a second. You think maybe it's a cartoon turtle cow, just laughing and pointing.
she, like rears back like she wants to punch it, and you can kind of see the fist things charging, and then she just takes off down the hallway.
Quiet, fist of death. Your time will come.
I saw the message. There's a bomb that we ran over. Be careful of that.
Does she get that in time?
Far out.
Yeah. The time it would take you to catch up where they were,
And also, while we're running, I basically, of the map we have, I ping the actual door it's in.
Sounds good.
She's like, gotta do everything my damn self. She has blow something up. Would knowing how to use explosives to wreck thing also kind of tie into disarming explosives from doing things?
I would say so.
Like
Okay.
bomb squatting it.
Yeah, like cutting the right wire. Because she doesn't have mag clamps, and she's not going to be able to jump around chest high.
She might be able to.
She's built for running through things, not gymnastics. All right, let's see how my rolls are going.
All right, so you try to get up against the wall and creep up to the door and just kind of reach around without breaking the sensor thing.
Yep, 16.
Okay. You manage to reach back and you're kind of you fill in the back of it. And you find a couple of switches, and then you see the light go off as you power it down.
Would she know if it's safe to move it to use this as an explosive elsewhere?
I like where your head's at.
It should be. Like I said, it's not a precisely the model that you are familiar with, but it seems to be pretty basic.
Okay, she will carefully put it in like a pouch pocket belt thing
Mhm.
and catch up.
Ah, yes, we now have an explosive for a later time.
Yeah.
The secret that'll help us later.
We get to the last session, and then she realizes she's forgotten to use it.
Well, I've got that, and I've got thermite charges, so we're good.
Because of course.
And why not?
Still quite behind the large samurai mech.
All right, so as you get back to the main hallway, everybody except Vika, because she's not quite caught up yet. Give me another roll spot.
Okay.
Okay, so reduce that.
17.
Okay.
Okay.
Boy, dude.
I rolled the exact same. I think I'm going to reload roll 20.
I rolled a
Oh
24.
my.
It's like saging your dice.
Yeah.
Saging the dice.
All right, so
I haven't hit anything yet, so it's not really on my side right now.
all right, so Tiana, you don't notice.
Nope.
Freddy and Uriah, on the other hand,
24.
and did Cortez roll 20. So everybody except Tiana, apparently.
Tiana's at the back of Uriah. It makes sense.
She's gonna piggyback.
She's doing something new, so she doesn't know how to feel about it at the moment.
But
A
anyway,
lot going on.
y'all step back into the main hallway. Y'all look down, kind of, from the way y'all had been coming. If y'all hadn't gotten stopped by that last door.
The gremlin in me wanted to make a very bad joke.
Oh God.
She's doing something new. What, writing Uriah?
Oh Jesus.
Good night, folks.
I'm out. Bye.
And way down the corridor, you see two guys in engineers' outfits. They're running. They clearly haven't noticed you. They stop. They start fiddling, and another blast door comes down.
Shit.
I mean, that's, way down the hallway. Like I said,
Okay.
far enough away they have not noticed you yet.
Can I get there quick enough to like? Is it one or two?
There are two of them.
Okay.
And they've got their little, their equipment out.
Yep. I would like to, as I see them, try to get somewhere quick to like. They're non-combatants, so I'm not gonna like kill them, but I'm gonna like KO them.
Well, see, Uriah's mindset as well to this is the captain said he ordered all non-combatants out of back to their quarters or to the medical, which means these guys are fair game in his mind.
I'm faster than you.
Bonking
You're not in your
the
mech.
murder hobo. No, bad.
That Uriah.
But war crime.
Instead of the horny stick to hit him with, y'all have like the war crime stick.
Yes. Go to war crime jail.
Which is also just called jail.
Yeah, Cortez's plan is to like just run up on them and just like get there like quick enough to be like boo, so they'll hopefully they run away. Failing that, I just clothesline them or something.
Okay. So you go sprinting down the hallway. What are the rest of you doing while Cortez sprints down the hallway towards these engineers?
Uriah.
You can tell Ty to like hop off if you need to do something.
Players thinking of whether or not he wants to yuck my yum.
Beacon's just running to catch up with a bomb in her pocket. I got a pocket full of explosives.
You do.
Okay, this is moments. You have seconds to decide,
All right.
Uriah.
Yeah.
All right.
Get on with it.
Yeah, he's gonna reach back, grab Tiana, lift her off, and then his thrusters are going to ignite, and he's shooting down the hall.
Wait, do you drop her or?
No, he is holding you, so you're not getting
Oh.
burned by his thrusters.
Okay. I was like, cool. Ty's like, oh crap.
All right, so
She's, like,
headed down the
mad
hallway
clamp.
towards engineering, or towards the two dudes.
Towards engineering.
Okay, so you're carrying on the way y'all were supposed to be going. Freddy, which way are you going?
All right. I am. Oh no. Try to remember. I keep wanting to say rabbit. That's the one that Uriah's carrying right now.
Right,
correct?
right. That's that. Rabbit is Tiana.
All right.
You keep wanting to say Uriah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm actually gonna try to actually subdue the two engineers.
Okay, so you're running down with Corteo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which makes sense. You're like, okay, there's two of them. I'll back him up. Makes perfect sense. So you guys running up to the engineers?
Gotta get somewhere quick. That's a roll I can make.
Yep. Both of you give me a roll. If you've got get somewhere quick, you can use it.
Yep.
Unfortunately, don't.
Fuck.
I have stay cool. I don't know if that plays into it.
No, this just be a roll with
I
your
will
grit in.
say that the one thing that Ty does do is that if he takes her off his back, she's mag clamping it onto his hand until he tells her otherwise. Because, like, if he's boosting forward, she's not going to let go.
Oh yeah, the second you basically got clear of his back, she would have seen the EVA ports on his back light up, and he's
and you would have heard a massive think.
All right, so Freddy and Cortez, give me the get somewhere quick roll, the movement. A roll for that.
I rolled a 7.
15 plus 9.
All right. Y'all talk at the same time. So Freddy, what did you get?
7.
7. Oh, I see it in the roller now. Cortez, what did you get?
24.
All right. And now I'm going to roll just to see if the guys notice you. I'm going to give them advantage because Uriah fired off jets down that way.
Sure.
And they got a 3
You're muted, Beth.
on the 20 and a 2 on the 6.
Huh?
Uriah's gonna do what Uriah's gonna do. He sees people trying to block his way, and he wants to get to engineering. He's getting there as fast as he can now.
That makes sense. All right, so they got a total of a 7. Excuse me, they got a total of a 6. So, so both of you get up on them without them realizing you're there.
It's not elegant. It's just boom, just one, and hopefully that's enough to spook the other guy.
All right, roll me to hurt somebody.
Yeah.
If you've got fist to face or something else.
And if I'm running up, I'm going to just basically pull the shotgun on him and said, "Hands in the air."
Okay. All right, Cortez, give me your roll. This won't be a roll off for that. I'm just gonna.
My attack isn't as good. It's an 8.
All right. Well, you needed a 10, so.
Sure.
He sees moving out the corner of his eye as you're taking the swing, so he manages to kind of get out of the way. And Freddy, roll me to try to intimidate.
24.
Car strength gang.
So the one guy just turns around, sees Freddy, hands up, drops his little not his hacking tool, but drops his little tools, hands in the air. The other guy dodges out of Cortez's way, kind of half falls back against the wall. He puts his hands up. We're not armed. We're not armed.
We're not gonna kill you. Just go back to your dwelling.
I print some more restraints. Lock them there.
Yep.
So do you just zip tie their hands behind their back? All right, go sit in your rooms.
Yeah.
Think about what you did. I will pick up the interface that they're using.
Okay.
And Do they have any kind of ID on them too?
Their shirts have like their first initial and last name. And yeah, they probably got some sort of military ID. You know, they've got their wallets or whatever.
Essentially anything, just in case they had like a personal friend or foe on them.
Not really. I mean, it's their names, it's their rank. They are
Okay.
they're engineers.
It's also not. It's not something they swipe to get somewhere, is it?
That's kind of what I was going for.
Yeah, that is.
It would definitely be something that they could open their personal rooms with.
Uh-huh.
And probably engineering too.
More than likely, yeah. It's like what exactly it would open would probably be based on their clearance, and these guys are not high ranking.
They need to get where they need to get to their workstation
Yeah.
in their rooms.
If the head of engineering has locked the engineering down, this probably wouldn't get you in because it wouldn't be able to override him.
Sure.
But under run-of-the-mill circumstances, yeah, it probably would open engineering, supply closets, and stuff like that.
Works.
I'll leave Freddy to do all the domineering over there, and I'll mess with the interface that I got from one of the engineers and see if it will let me effectively do the same thing.
Okay. So while that's going on, Vika, you get to the hallway. You can kind of hear a sound you're familiar with. You hear Uriah jetting down one way.
Considering we're in an enclosed area, yeah, those jets are loud.
Go ahead and give me one of those awareness type rolls, Spot.
The situation.
I was just double checking my thing for it.
Mm-hmm.
13.
So, all right, your brother went that way, but you do go ahead and give the other hallway a good look, or other direction down the hallway a good
Is that
look.
when she hears, "I'm not armed"?
You guys good?
And you see Freddy sitting there with the shotgun, and you see, well, at this point you probably see Freddy zip locking the guys while Cortez is messing with some of their equipment.
Ziploc. Put him in a little bag. Toss him in the freezer.
And you can see where those guys had clearly dropped another blast door. So that's probably the guys you were in the hack off with.
People.
No. She's like, I don't get to... you guys good down there?
There's a thumbs up emoji that pops up on your head.
Fantastic. Takes off at a
It
jog.
blocks her vision for a second.
Like, does this to get it out of her vision and jogs after Uriah and Tiana.
You'll have to forgive me, but for some reason, you said I'd start jogging after Uriah and Ty, and my head went to the Mr. Filch run from Harry Potter.
I hate you so much.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's where my head went.
We've known him for how long now?
I hate you so much. I say this with nothing but love in my heart, but I hate you so much.
It's okay. I'm getting a side-eye glare from your husband anyways.
That's expected.
Does this device that I have work on its own, or does it need one of their IDs?
You would need one of their IDs to log into it.
I'll be, hey, you, ID please.
His hands are behind his back. He just sort of turns around and shows you how his hands are behind his back.
I understand. Just align yourself in a position where I can get it off your person. Don't make this weird.
Just tell the man where it's located at, please.
Make it weird.
Left pants pocket.
Thank you. Neil, grab it.
Hey, that's not the ID. And then you find it.
Is that an ID in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
I'm gonna take your credits if you don't shut up.
Somewhere over the HUD, careless whispers playing on a kazoo.
I sleight of hand my phone number.
Hey, man, when this war is over,
Hey,
I will give you.
war can't last forever. Just saying.
anyway, yeah,
Our enemies to lovers
Swipe it.
trope.
Yep.
Mhm.
gotta get one of them in there. And I'll swipe the ID and get to work on unlocking doors.
Okay. Yeah. So during the initial thing, Uriah had basically stopped him from completely locking the ship down, from remotely. So clearly, these guys were running around and basically just doing it themselves at each individual door.
Mm-hmm. Impressive.
Yeah, one of the guys just shaking his head. I knew we should have just gone to our quarters like the captain said.
No.
But no,
You're
we
still
can
alive.
help.
Count your blessings. I think Freddy and Cortez both pushed them into their quarters.
It's like, be glad you didn't get the war crimey one.
You could have been paced here a second ago.
All right, so they head off to their quarters.
Yep. Thank you for your service. And he walks off.
Are you really supposed to tell the opposing soldiers that?
We also told the captain where we're going, so
Actually, I never said we were going to the core. I just said we were getting ready to engage combat.
by the way, we're gonna start fighting you soon. Have a good day.
Look at the time. Got to get back to the killing.
I will say that does
Mhm.
make sense in this setting in particular, just because of how tacit everything's been with the war games aspect. I don't like
Particularly
it, but it makes sense.
because this whole, particularly now if it was the cult, I'd be a little more concerned. But these apparently do follow rules of engagement.
Right. There have been relatively few atrocities in this war so far. They prefer not to talk about the previous war.
Not for lack of trying.
We're not talking about your atrocities. I'm talking about the two native combatants. Union rolls in here like the Federation. Your eyes like, nah, I'm going to do Klingon, Romulan stuff.
Yeah.
Cardassian in this bitch.
Your eye rolls in here is like, I feel like being a Klingon today.
Well, Klingons still had like rules of warfare. It's more Cardassians.
Fair.
Yeah,
I'm
fair
gonna
point.
kidnap you,
You're-
put you in this
you're-
chair, ask you how many lights there are.
Beat me to it.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's fair.
But I'll let the rest of the group know. Hey, I got the. Freddie and I took care of the engineers. The door should be opening. Any swipes.
Yeah, the door in front of you opens up. Psst. In front of you, Cortez. Like I said, they're having to go to the individual doors to do this. So.
Oh, I see.
Mm.
I understand. Okay.
All right, Uriah and Tiana.
Hi.
You get to engineering. Of course, their blast doors are down.
Of course.
Give me like 10 minutes. I'll be right there.
You're going to wait for everybody else to catch up? Or are you going to
Hey,
begin doing something now?
He's
At least
basically
if
gonna
they hack it, they won't like have anyone they're competing with.
he's basically just gonna slide to a stop and then try to open the door himself.
I should
Okay.
just hold it,
Backfix.
like hanging like a cat. I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Vika's just running like, I'm almost there.
24.
All right. There, of course, they got somebody in there to oppose you.
Mhm.
19 plus 6 because they have advantage because it's their system. So that is a 25. This guy's going to have
Oh,
one
buddy.
grit, so 26.
Yeah, he does beat me.
Not by much.
Mhm.
When you said you were opening the door, I thought you were like brute forcing it.
Oh no, that's gonna happen if they try to lock him out.
They
Vika
did get a
running.
crit, but technically your roll would have been a crit too, so I'm just gonna count it like a regular success. So they don't lock you out. They prevent you from undoing the lockdown.
Vika running up. They locked me out after 3 tries. Just a heads up.
Because of Uriah's subjectivity sync, there's going to be a message that pops up on their end of the screen
Okay.
that says, "Either you open this door or I'm going through."
Give me a roll to see how intimidating you are.
Followed by the Kool-Aid Man gif.
Versus their head engineer. 16 is the number to beat.
Well, 10.
They lock it.
All right. More than likely, you have frightened some of the regular engineers, but they've got the head engineer in there, whipping them into shape.
All right. I will try to hack the door open again.
Is Vika close enough to assist?
Let's see.
Good to get there before we did.
Yeah, you basically arrived right at the tail end of his last attempt, so you can give him an
Hand on the
accuracy.
shoulder, wheezing.
Oh, hey, sis.
I got a bomb.
Oh, fantastic.
You hear over.
Probably actually
see
doesn't-
anything.
Yeah, probably not actually on Uriah's shoulders. Probably sit like on Tiana's like back. Like, oh, I forgot you were up there.
Blame
This is
Uriah for
weird.
this.
They.
I got a 17. Rolled a 4 on the d20.
23.
Guys, we're not rolling for crap
Dirty
tonight.
20?
Big part?
Did you say dirty 20?
No, it's a 23.
Oh.
So that is a crit.
Yep, and yours was not. So
Yep.
they managed to lock you out of the system. Basically, they managed to shut down the little console you're using.
All right.
Put me down first, please.
Wait. Pulls out from a different pocket, holds up thermite charge.
You see, like, the embers of the energy blade about to ignite, and then
That might work better too. I'll just.
and then it goes quiet, and he just backs up and just.
Did you put Ty down, or is she still sticking to your hand?
Oh no! Unless Ty has disengaged those mag locks, she's still there.
Okay, she now that she's safe, she will disengage the mag clamps and fall to the ground.
Okay.
Now, keep in mind, Uriah is probably only 9 feet tall or so.
Yeah, so
Only
yeah.
9 feet.
Only 9
Yeah,
feet
but-
tall.
Yeah, but if
Only
you're clinging to his
nice.
hand and he's been moving around and hacking on the console, or human-sized
Falling
console.
4 feet. It's fine.
Well, the plus side for the subject sync is all he has to do is basically just have a little like port open up. And he can just mentally plug directly in. He doesn't have to actually like hack.
All right, so who's making the attempt on the door, Vika?
I think Uriah had a sword charging up.
He did, but he saw you pull out the thermite charge, and he's like, "No, go ahead, by all means, blow something
All right.
up."
All right, roll me a blow
Using what
something
she
up.
knows about it.
You need a
Would
20 because
one
these are blast
thermite-
doors. They're designed to take damage, so you need a 20.
Okay. Would one thermite charge work on it, or would adding the other one assist in making this a very sure the door is going to open kind of thing?
A 2?
I'll give you an extra accuracy, or give you an accuracy, I guess I should say.
I'm just double checking. Just for information, thermite charge. It does 3 energy AP and thermal damage. Automatically hits objects, dealing 10 energy AP.
Okay. Well, we're in cinematic mode,
Yeah.
so
Well, it's part of the pilot gear loadout.
That's
it
probably
auto
for when your
does-
pilot's running around in mech combat. Like
No,
Nick's session when your mech
No.
gets shot.
it's in gear loadout for
Okay. I got
narrative
you.
profile.
Oh, that's
It-
right. Because
it-
you do still can do damage to people like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So she doesn't have to roll anything. It just automatically does 10 energy AP damage to a wall.
Yeah,
She
I can
does-
still
she
roll
doesn't-
something
Yeah.
All right. Let me look
to
up.
see if
what's
the
the
other one.
It specifically says automatically hits objects, and I would assume a wall is an
HP
object.
for blast door.
Be like, hey, you
This
might want
thing.
to step back.
Oh yeah, she would make sure everyone is a safe distance.
Oh, I meant the other guys. They're still non-combatants.
Oh no, Uriah's not warning them.
All right, I'm just gonna hear a
He's
big
being
boom as
petty.
He is.
This, I'm gone for just a minute, and you're already back to war crimes.
All right. How much health?
The
do I-
reasonable ones had to go take care of the engineers.
Hey, reasonable is I'm using at least only a charge versus a plasma sword.
Yeah. Now I just got to figure out how much.
How many hit points the door has?
Yeah. There's got to be something for damaging objects. Compendium. Let's look up objects. Nothing.
Return. And apparently the child decided she was going to be a s'more.
Oh, no.
So I have a s'more now.
Lucky.
S'mores are nice. All right, screw it. I'm just writing down some hit points and an armor rating. All right. So how much does your thermite do?
Thermal charge automatically hits objects, 10 energy damage, armor piercing.
Okay. And you were using 2 of them?
Well, using what she knows, would she know if one would take out a blast door enough to get it open, or would adding the second one that she picked up on the way work?
That's going to vary from ship to ship. 1 might do it. 2 should definitely do it.
Doing 2.
All right.
Stand clear.
You're very quick with the memes, Car. All right, so I'm assuming everybody other than Vika backs way up.
Yep.
Ty's nowhere near that door.
Uriah's in a mech. He's basically JoJo stancing up to this thing going, let's go.
He gets far enough back to where she knows she probably won't get hit.
But she wants to feel the shockwave.
Tev,
I haven't got to punch anybody.
Cortev runs the corner, sees that a thermite charge is being planted, and just like does a lap.
No. You and Freddy just round the corner. You see everybody standing just a few feet in front of you,
Except
and
for
then, and then Vika detonates it.
Oh, even better.
There's a deafening explosion. Probably literally deafening if you weren't actually in your combat gear with your helmets and stuff.
I feel bad for anyone who was standing on the other side of the door at that time.
She did yell clear. I don't know if they heard her.
I'm picturing the one soldier with his ear against the door. She just said something about beer, and then it explodes.
Clear? Why did they say clear for?
What is
Like
that?
charging somebody's heart?
What is that movie where you see a guy with his head up against a rail line? It's like, I can hear the train coming, and then the train comes from the other direction he's looking and just flattens his head.
Imagine
thing to
they
say.
thought Vika went, hold my beer.
Yes, but also no.
So Shockwave runs, the blast wave kind of runs through you. It's for Vika, who's into it, it's probably fun. The rest of you, maybe not. You're right. For most of the rest of you, it's a little alarming. Even the ones you knew it was coming, it's a little alarming.
We are getting really are the TF2 group. Vika's the demo man.
Ty's the medic. Oh no, wait. No, Ty's the sniper. What? That's so weird now.
Ty's the harm assist.
The harm assist.
She's the
Smoke and
doctor
dust
with the syringe
clears. The blast door is like folded. Like somebody come up and punched it real good. And also laying on the ground inside engineering now. The other walls and ceiling and stuff in the hallway are badly damaged. You can definitely enter engineering. And across the hallway from engineering, you could probably crawl through that hole in the wall to whatever room is on the other side of that wall.
He smashes the giant brass knuckles together and walks in.
If we look at the map, what is the room that opened up?
Let's see. Basically, like their supply closet makes it sound small. One of their larger storerooms. Even with the 3D printers and stuff on board, you do keep certain spare parts. You keep because if you suddenly need them, you suddenly need them quickly.
Yeah.
Seeing as Ty is invisible, Ty is going to go poke around.
You're that guy that when you're playing Borderlands, while you and the other two are busy shooting everything up, that one person is sneaking around looting everything.
Zero?
Just this.
Well, I just meant player style, not the
character. Player, gotcha.
Would you like me to roll a perception?
Yes, please do so.
Okay. I don't have anything, so I'll just add my grit. Nope. Ty doesn't see shit. Her ears are ringing.
There's a lot of dust in there. You peek in, but there's a lot of dust. And some of the shelving on the wall against where the blast hit is all knocked down.
Yeah. So she's gonna make her way back to engineering then.
All right. Vika, you walk into engineering. Several engineers are sprawled out. The ones closer to the door were knocked down. Doesn't look like anybody was completely squished by the door. Or if they are, they're completely concealed by the door laying down now. So
should have gone to your bunks.
Yeah, I was about to say at that point, Uriah walks in with her. It's like, I warned you.
The head engineer is like braced up against his console or whatever. When he sees you walk in, Vika, he goes for his pistol. He's the only person you see in the room that's armed.
She's gonna try and run and tackle him.
Okay. Give me a roll.
Would get somewhere quick applying this.
Yes, you're trying to cover the biggest part here. You're trying to cover the distance.
Yep.
He got a total of 17.
Finally.
Okay.
22.
So his reflexes are pretty good. He's not a slouch, but he's also an engineer. Probably doesn't get down to the gun range much. And you just hit him like a linebacker, just whoo! And you can feel it when you hit. It's a good solid hit. You hear all the air wolf out. He drops the gun, and then you just carry him to the ground.
Probably just sit on him like, stay down.
Oh, I think you've knocked the fight out of him.
I'll walk up to him and be like, hey, where's your ID? Gotta check something.
His response is,
Point. Stop being dramatic.
No,
He
he's
could-
wait. He's trying to cosplay as that. What's that race on that sand planet?
Jawa.
Jawa?
No,
Oh,
the ones that
no.
go like.
The Tusken
Tusken
Raiders.
Raiders.
That's it.
That's more
If
of
he
a...
could,
He's trying to cosplay as them.
he's just gonna pat him down for the ID.
That was exactly who they were.
I was like, Star Wars doesn't exist here.
How do you know?
If it did, it was a long time
because
ago.
society collapsed, and spent thousands of years building itself back up.
That's
Probably
Maybe
not a
it
lot
was
of
one of
CD,
the-
not a lot of DVDs made it.
It's passed down through
Well, yet
oral storytelling
strangely,
tradition.
but
That was
much
the only
to
good part of
George
Ring of
Lucas's
Fire.
chagrin, the only thing that survived of Star Wars, the Christmas
This is
special.
special. Yep.
Just special.
Uh,
Yeah, I'll take it, and I still have the device. I can open the doors. I think Cortev's ears are still ringing. I'm like, I can open the doors, guys.
What?
I
Mika.
said. It just goes on like that.
Vika, like, am I the only one that wears earplugs or like deadens my helmet when I'm doing stuff?
Yeah, the
No,
helmet should
I
protect you quite a bit.
Ty can just talk to you in the head because of the data plating, so she doesn't really have to say anything.
We're just all being jerks to each other now.
No one's ears are actually ringing. You're just doing that to be jerks to the engineers in the room who are barely able to hear now. And all the rest of the engineers are just kind of, sitting at their posts now. It's kind of like, one of them, when Vika tackled the head engineer, kind of half stood up, and then he looked at Uriah, who walks in, full mech, and just kind of like,
He just the head
Step
like,
away.
tilts, looks at him.
Step
He
away from the
sits back down.
consoles.
He rolls, but he
Everyone's-
rolls his chair back.
Everybody step away from your consoles.
Everybody rolls their chairs back. This is a Star Trek. They don't have to stand at their workstations.
Guys, you guys just go to your rooms. Put down the devices. Put down these devices, and then go to your rooms.
What?
Pulls out a data pad, types up on it, go to your quarters.
What?
They all look at the head engineer.
Give us your IDs and go to your rooms.
All of them walk by and put their IDs on the corner. One of the consoles, put it in the corner as they walk by.
It's like a fucked up mixer. They just like what the
Now we're going to put all these in a fishbowl, and then we're going to draw them out.
Alright, the one who I draw next is the DD.
Somebody hack this thing so we can download the data, please.
Oh no, yeah,
well,
that's where
yeah.
Uriah's going.
I'll give him a hand.
All right.
Yeah, I'll assist.
All right, so you three grab the engineer's card, move over to the,
And
to the actual computer
Ty's-
section, which
Ty's
was also
gonna
locked
watch.
down, but, you zip his thing, and it overrides lockdown.
Ty's
Mika
gonna
gets,
watch and make sure they go to their room. Or
Are you following them invisibly?
she's gonna like follow them around a corner and then just watch them as they walk down that hallway. But she's not gonna go too far from her team.
Okay.
Vika's at least gonna stand up the engineer guy and put him in a chair.
So they do appear to be walking towards the crew quarters section of the ship. From what you can tell, not getting too far from engineering.
Mhm.
You do see one of them stop at a it's a console, but it's not like a big computer console. It's just the like ship intercom kind of stuff.
She'll walk up next to him, just very quietly.
He just hits a button. Captain, they've taken engineering.
Okay.
The captain asks about casualties, and then he basically tells them no one in engineering has been killed. They still have the engineer, or the head engineer, chief engineer, excuse me. And then he gives one of them gives that little report, and they go on about their business.
Okay, then she goes back to engineering.
All right, you guys that walked into the computers.
Yep.
Into the computer room.
Essentially, we're giving Uriah basically I will set advantage, accuracy.
Okay.
Just have it.
20. As I rolled a 6.
All right, so that is a crit. And the poor guy, since none of the engineers are working against you now, it's back to the guy on the bridge working against you.
We do have the engineer's key card. I don't know if that counts for anything.
Well, there's more than just that. That gives you access to the room without any trouble.
Hmm.
There's still actual kind of login stuff you have to do. You have to bypass some biometrics. But
Put his finger on there.
it doesn't matter because he rolled single digits anyway. Clearly, you're back to opposing the character from last week. Or the NPC from last week.
Fair enough.
So you get into the system. Yeah, and you're in the main computer system now, so.
Start downloading data.
But so yeah, you start copying stuff. Are you looking at any of it, taking time to look at any of it now, or are you just copying it as fast as you can?
No. He figures that he'll have time to look at it like on the trip back.
Okay.
He's just getting as much as he can now and not wasting time.
All right. Give me. We're gonna go ahead and call this spot, I guess.
Okay.
Is this anyone looking at this, or just?
Well, yeah. I guess all of y'all are in the all of y'all are sitting at different terminals helping each other. So I guess
Yeah.
any of you fighting the computers.
Ty's watching the door.
Yeah.
Got an 18.
17 plus 5.
Okay. And what did Uriah
4. Got 4.
get? Uriah is very occupied with the data.
Yeah.
He's already working out his very long field report. You're actually
Why
typing it while you're hacking.
So the other two of you recognize that someone else has got has also accessed the system. Specifically, it looks like it's the captain, or from the captain's console. And he's not trying to stop Uriah from accessing the data. He's not even really trying to kick you out of the system. The two of you realize he's basically trying to make the computer overload and short itself out. Like, not through a specific, this is a pre-set up command thing. It's like he's trying to trick the system into bricking itself. So the two of you can oppose this because you're aware it's going on. And, it's quick, so you don't have time to really tell Uriah what's going on. So just the two of you.
Which one of us has the better hat?
I think we're both the same.
Or you're a +4?
Yes.
Alright, so I'll give you a plus. I'll
Okay.
give you accuracy.
All
So.
right. He rolled a 20, so 20 is the number to beat.
All right. Here
Jason,
goes
question.
nothing.
Yes.
Are the vents big enough for Ty to fit through?
Ty is
I
not a
just
large
said, wait.
individual.
I just thinks, wait, this thing has vents. Why haven't I thought of this sooner?
But Ty isn't like stealth armor, or, essentially a stealth suit. Which is going to be not real bulky, but a little bulky.
I think it would be like light armor, if anything, but
Actually, the stealth suit doesn't have any armor at all.
it's true.
Okay. Well, they have to have gear, though, for the stealth stuff. It's not just camoed,
It's all electronic.
So I rolled an 11 plus my 7 between hack and fix and my grit, plus a 6 on my D6.
So it's a total of...
Good question.
7, 6, that's 13.
24.
24. Thank you.
All right, you have stopped the captain from shorting the computer out.
I'll send him a turtle cowl with the thumbs up.
Uh,
And
but,
the next thing he see, and then after the turtle cow, the next thing you see is just a picture of Freddy, looking very disappointed.
Freddy's like
Are
the
we-
Captain America in a group with a bunch of fucking like weirdos.
at that point, Uriah, you realize the two of them are doing something, but you're busy, so.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Meanwhile, Vika, you are sitting on the engineer.
No, she picked him up a little bit, put him in a chair.
Okay. He's getting his breath back. I haven't taken a hit like that in years.
It's all about learning how to fall, right?
Out of practice.
Yeah. Get a hot shower, take some Advil.
Advil.
I'd have done better in college. When I was your age.
Pats on the shoulder. There.
That hurt.
Quickest way to copy all that? Or we're probably doing it, actually. Anything special in there? I mean,
Are you asking the engineer?
yeah.
I'm not at liberty to discuss. He looks at you funny, like, I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
I figured just everyone else is trying to be nice and asking questions. I figured I'd see if it worked.
I do appreciate none of you shooting my shooting any of the boys in my
Crew.
department up. Well, I was trying to think if he'd have a different word than just crew for his particular department. But
He hears from the mech. I considered it.
We're trying to turn over new leaves.
looks over at you, right? Yeah, there's always one. There's always that
Fair
one
usually
guy
works.
that gets into a war just for the chance, joins the military just for the chance to kill somebody.
There's a slight knuckle crack noise as she just kind of tightens her fist. She's like, "It's my brother, if you wouldn't mind, sir."
Oh, no offense.
That works. You clearly offended her.
He's a gall-darn psycho. Oh, that's my brother. Oh, I'm sorry. No offense.
Mm-mm.
I'm reminded of that scene from Avengers. Oh, he's adopted.
Mm-hmm.
Fair probably looks like it. Well, no, he's in a mech, so he's taller than her right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't take all that long. And you get the ding that you've basically, copied the whole database.
Right there.
Okie dokie.
Some of the stuff might be encrypted. But you'll have to worry about that when you have time to sit down and really go through it all.
Yeah, like I said, he's not worrying about it right now. He was just trying to get everything that he could get his hand on.
All right, we getting out of here?
Word.
So Ty could not fit through the vents, I assume.
Even or odd?
Even.
All right. So even, she can fit through the vents, suit and all.
Okay.
Odd, she can fit through the vents without the suit.
Okay.
And a 20 is even, so you can go through the vents with your suit.
Ty's gonna go through the vents. She's gonna make her way to the bridge.
Okay.
And she's gonna be a scout in the vents.
Anyone seen Ty?
She comes over to the data plate.
shuffling.
I'm heading towards the bridge in the vents.
Why?
I'm invisible, and
You're not inaudible.
no, I am. I have a data plate. I don't have to speak.
Ah.
No, but like scuttering through the vents like a
She's being
gigantic.
So as
I
you
can roll
approach
stealth
the
if you want.
bridge,
Mhm.
give me a roll for your stealth.
Careful. Okay. We'll see what happens.
One.
Most
Oh,
creatures
yeah,
run
probably.
from fire. Of course, since we're the TF2, now you're the spy.
Yeah, Roll20 is being mean to me tonight. It is being absolutely mean. I have rolled 2 5s, a 6, and a 7.
Roll
All
20
right.
when he wants to tell a story about you tonight.
Roll20 wants me to die tonight.
All right, so you're approaching the vent that should be, from your map, should be the
Bridge.
the bridge. Sneak, sneak, sneak,
Mhm.
and then your elbow catches the side of the vent just a little bit more than you intended. So you rolled a 7, and I rolled for them to see what they would notice, and they rolled a 7.
Are we rolling off? Is that what we're doing?
It will be more or less. What you hear somebody in the bridge. Do you hear that?
Just stop.
Still.
if you've ever played Elder Scrolls or Fallout, it's that caution when you're in the you're not you go from hidden to cautious and you hear them talking.
Yep.
Did you hear something out there?
The Metal Gear Solid, huh? What was that noise?
I'm
Somewhere there's
rolling
a
physical
force.
D20 for this.
Oh, just a box.
Yep. You hear just some music in the background. There's someone over the speaker goes, "It must have been the wind."
All right, they
want
only
a
got a 10.
spaceship.
What did you get?
Did you roll a 1
I rolled another 7.
plus your grit?
Mm-hmm.
On like dice?
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
I think it's you, buddy.
We're gonna have to sage you.
I come back from vacation. And Ty is on death row.
Okay, so
Struggle buddies.
I take like 2 steps.
in a moment of panic, or maybe not panic, but in a moment of you reacted before you had a chance. You decide, I need to back up. So you try to back up. You try to back up a little too quickly, and you make more noise.
Yep.
And you hear somebody from the bridge. They're in the vents. And then you hear a series of gunshots as they somebody just starts firing. A couple different guns start firing towards the vent.
Just Fifth Element
Oh
it.
my god.
Mm-hmm. I was just thinking that.
So give me a roll to avoid being shot as you try to crab
works.
scuttle your way backwards.
Because considering how much TF2 has come up, spy check, brr.
Just kill Ty.
What'd you roll? A 5, all right.
Just murder Ty.
So you needed a 10.
Yep.
I wasn't rolling in this case, but just going with the default number.
Do we hear the gunshots or anything from where we are?
From where you're at, you would not hear the gunshots. Unless Tiana had like her mic on.
Oh yeah. She's basically
So
saying
your
shit,
headset,
shit,
you hear
shit.
you hear clang. You hear just the slightest little clang, and then you hear a louder clank. They're in the vents.
All right then.
He's
Why
like,
you don't go in the vents by
Ty
yourself?
has made a very bad decision, but
What have we learned today?
the fact that apparently I can't go on vacation because they just
Your
curses
dice
my
get-
dice.
Your dice,
dice get abandonment issues.
Yeah, apparently.
and they're out of practice.
Splitting the party, obviously. That was the correct course of action.
Hey,
Oh,
it
it
was
is.
one person going through the vents and only to like look and see what they were doing. That's all she was trying to do.
Come on, Patrick. In our other games, when has splitting the party ever hurt anybody? Other than Danny.
It makes for good storytelling, if anything.
It's
Yeah.
good storytelling. You're doing great.
How much damage do I take?
Oh, that's a good question.
Most weapons have like set damages like 2 or 3.
Yeah, I believe these rifles are 2.
Okay.
But since I've
How
got
many are
CompCom
firing?
pulled up, let me check.
And she's still moving backwards as they're shooting her. Like she gets hit, she's still moving. Until like there's no way they can shoot her in the vents, and then she's probably going to patch herself up.
Alright.
Yeah, medium signature is a range of 5 and 2. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, so she takes 2 damage.
Fine.
Oh, she doesn't take more than that. There's only one firing at her.
There were multiples fire. It was you were rolling to avoid the hail of gunfire. They can't actually really see you. They're just shooting in the general direction. It's only the volume of bullets that really gave them a good chance of possibly hitting you with one of them.
Got it.
All right, so you know, and they're shooting at an angle, so it's not like they're shooting directly back toward down the vent. So you take a hit and you manage to back up far enough.
Yeah.
So you start patching yourself.
She's not going to patch herself if she only takes 2. I was expecting more than that.
Then you hear, "Give me a boost!"
Oh, great.
And suddenly that vent gets pulled open.
Yep, and she's got it. She's still got her sniper rifle.
So yeah, vent gets pulled off. Guys basically pulls the vent off with one hand, and then he's got his gun, firing directly down, or getting ready to fire directly down the vent at you.
Okay.
It's the scene from Aliens where they're like peeking up through the air vent. That one is.
I'm killing somebody, so I roll a 28.
Oh well, just
now
roll
your
20.
dice like you.
Yeah.
Anything else? Tie shit at. Killing someone? Apparently not. That dude does not have a head anymore.
Yep, he's like, "Ugh." And then his head goes. What little bit you can see of him, this guy is dressed like a Shinar soldier.
Okay.
I
relay that to the gang.
He sticks his head up into the vent and he goes,
There she. Or
"Hey,
there they are.
there's."
Yes, because she got hit. She's no longer invisible.
He's making a beeline for the bridge.
All right.
Probably has grabbed Vika on the way. He's just going.
Is it that important, or do we need to get out of here with this information?
Getting out with the information is very important. If you can take a captain prisoner, that's always going to be valuable. Because if there are any holes in the information, because they were in the process of trying to delete stuff when your eyes stopped them, so there may be a few holes.
Yeah.
Having a high ranking someone to question.
They were printing bomb casings, so yeah.
Ty's still scooting back, and she's basically like, "We getting out, or are we taking someone else?"
Before they left, she would have zip tied the head engineer. Could you just stay here for me, please?
You just zip tie him to his chair or whatever.
To the rolling chair. He's rolling around the room now.
Or rolling around the room, hitting consoles with his nose.
He's that little water woodpecker. Yes.
All right, you're right. You're approaching the bridge door.
Mika's being drug along.
Tiana, you hear one of the soldiers. Well, what you're assuming the soldiers at this point. You hear some people telling the captain to get to his ready room.
Mm-hmm.
Which, from the map, okay, think the Star Trek ready rooms. It's the captain's office just right off the bridge. Basically they're just telling him, the bridge is about to be a combat zone. You probably want to go sit somewhere else. And then you hear one of the soldiers go, "Hey, give me one of those grenades."
She's still moving back.
So you hear a chink. And then, you don't see, the guy doesn't get up. He just chucks it as far as, as hard as he can down the...
I'm going to try, without the stun baton being on, knock it back.
Ooh, I like that. There will be consequences if you fail this one.
I know, but there's going to be consequences anyway, because I can't move very quickly in a vent with a grenade coming at me.
Well, you've been scooting back. I'd have given you a chance to get down a side hallway, but I kind of like this better.
She's still scooting back, but she's like, if it gets close to her, she's knocking it back.
Okay. They rolled good on their, on the D6, but not on the D20. So they've got a total of a 10. So this is actually doable for you.
Okay, so my question is, I can't use take someone out for this, correct? I'm technically not targeting a person, I'm targeting an object, but
But if you knock it away from you, you do so by knocking it back into the room with them.
yes.
So go ahead and count it.
Okay. 27. I want, instead of knocking it into the room, I just knock it farther down the fucking vent. Like down the vent.
All right, so you don't want to knock it back into the room with them.
No, because they're innocents and also the captain. So I'm going to knock it as far down the vent as I can. Look, I don't know what's up with fucking Ty, but anything other than combat.
Okay. So you've scooted back. You just passed a little side vent. And you know, maybe even thought, oh, I should have gone down there. Then here comes the grenade. And you're like, ah! Bap! So it shoots down that side.
Mm-hmm.
There's an explosion. It's very loud. It rattles everything. There's dust on everything. But you take no damage.
Everyone hears an explosion from the vent. And then you hear
And
Ty. I'm okay.
I was about to ask.
I'm gonna ask. Hurry up.
Out
I'm
back in the
moving.
bridge, you hear, you think that got him? Should have.
We're not gonna check.
You want to boost up to see? No.
There's a
I saw what happened in
See what
Mars'
happened to the
head.
last guy?
I'm not sticking.
Nope. Ty is going to find the nearest exit closest to her allies and get the hell out of the vent.
Uriah and Vika, you arrive outside the bridge. There is a blast door down, of course.
I am all out of bombs, so
That's cool. I'm not.
So you're gonna try to blow your way in, or you're gonna try to hack your way in?
He's gonna try to hack his way in first because he
Okay.
can do that quietly.
Vika will assist.
Okay.
I'll give him a hand too. So
You're not there.
Yeah, he literally grabbed Vika and then flew.
Vika and shot off. Gotcha.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you could easily be running up behind him, but Uriah is so damn fast in his mech that, you know.
25.
All right, that is a crit. You're like, the door goes. Psst. You don't figure anybody in the bridge was actively resisting you. They're distracted. So blast door goes up. Psst. You see 3 soldiers. 2 of them are like holding one guy. You know, one guy is like standing in their feet. And they're like, check. I'm not checking. You saw what happened to Amir's head.
There's an audible as the plasma blade ignites.
So there's those 3 guys over by the vent. There are like other members of the bridge crew at their stations. Though a lot of them have gotten like out of their chairs and like crouched down behind their consoles with the fighting going on.
Also, Ty will tell them that the captain was probably in the ready room.
And you see the doorway that probably leads to the ready room.
Yeah, at which point, Uriah would just go, you can resist to make this easier, or you can sit down and shut up and you get to live today. Which is it going to be?
The soldier's like, because the guy being held up has got his gun in one hand, but the other 2 guys are, you know, holding him up. And then you hear from the uniform, one of the higher ranking officers in the bridge crew. Stand down. We surrender.
Good choice.
The soldier with the gun looks very relieved.
That he didn't have to get into a gunfight with
And
him.
he, you know,
Just imagine,
While he's on a platform of 2 people holding him.
I just imagine out in the hallway, you just hear boom, as the event out there just in the hallway.
Yeah.
Pops out.
Vika, you're standing behind your brother, and suddenly a vent falls and hits the ground.
Oh,
She comes out and she's got like a wound like in her gut, but she's okay.
I just imagine her pouring out of that vent like it's like in the second Ace Ventura movie, out of the rhino.
no.
Oh.
I hate that.
Yeah.
She lands
That's
on
not
her
how
feet.
vents
You
work.
She's more dignified than that.
Well, see, I'm just picturing you're wounded. You're just getting out of the vent as fast as you can. There's just no grace to it. It's just move. You know, you're just getting out as fast as.
Right.
She gets out of the vent and she's standing there and she's like, "Well, I can happily say that I baseballed a grenade."
Little pat. Also
All right,
pulls
which
out
one?
a patch and first aids her.
He looks to the
Remind me,
soldiers.
remind me not to do that again.
Which
Don't
one of
do
you
that
did
again.
that?
Don't.
I'm not gonna kill them.
Just assume it's the one I shot. His head's over there and there and there.
Can you have the captain come out, please? Or we could go to the captain.
The first officer, what's clearly the first officer, stands up, walks over to the red room door, hits a little comm. Captain, our visitors would like to speak with you. The response is, one moment.
I gotta eat this cyanide here.
Hang on, that hollow tooth just isn't wanting to crack. And yeah, I mean, it's not a long pause before the door opens.
Looking at it. Was the play to bring him back with us, or what are we doing with him?
Well, we're
And Freddy, you're catching up at this point, so.
all right. Good.
Jeremy, what has Cortev been doing during all this?
The data, and he's like, no, you guys do whatever the hell you're doing.
All right, so you're just looking at the data.
I have the data.
Hanging out with the engineer.
I'll take a second to like kind of scope through it.
Okay, give me a spot, but essentially.
Yep.
Because this is just a quick skim through just to see if anything catches your eye.
Yep.
You know, there's some encrypted stuff and all that jazz, but
Rolling really good today. What the fuck?
wow.
For
Took
what?
off Spar's
That's where all of cars went.
So this ship is a pretty standard model. I think I mentioned that last week that it was
It was a barony
24.
design.
Right.
Yeah.
24 for what it's worth.
But there's an underside cargo bay that they can use in space. You know, they can open up on the bottom and smaller shuttles can fly in and out. It's been modified to be basically a bomb bay. Yeah, they're planning to load this thing down with nukes. Now they're fusion based, not a lot of fallout, but I mean just explosive.
It's just get it killing as many people as they can without having to send their people out.
Well, you know, it's bombing. It's like bombers too.
Yep.
This is a really big ship to use as a bomber, though.
Yeah. It's
Now, from what you're glancing, they have no functioning weapons grade explosives on the ship. There was supposed to be a shipment of the more specialized materials they need. You know, coming in a few weeks.
Weapons grade plasma.
Is there any indication on just a quick glance that I have that there would be some that this is the only one they have, or is there another one under construction or anything like that?
This was going to be
Pilot test.
part of a battle group.
Okay. So this is like the flagship of a squadron.
Well, it was going to be part of one. It doesn't say anything about being the flagship or the main one. This ship is not the only ship being constructed in this secret shipyard. This was the one on the outer edge y'all could sneak up to the best.
That's what I was getting at. Because if this one has it, there's a good chance that a lot of other ones do.
Which means this is an escalation and a half. If
Yes.
he's
Probably.
And we're sure these guys
hurry.
are all Matt Shinar.
They haven't said anything crazy to you yet about
Scan
gods or heavenly bulls or any of that jazz.
Can I
yes.
scan one?
You can scan the system too.
But yeah, Tiana, you can kind of check that out. If you walk in there and you scan a guy, you check the IDs, all that jazz. Go ahead and give me a roll for that.
Sure. Let's see. Okay, well, it's better than a freaking 7.
Oh, buddy.
That's a success.
I need to stick Ty to support and assassination.
I mean, one might say that assassination is acting in support.
It's offensive support.
You are preemptively healing your unit by taking people out before they can do them damage.
Exactly.
It's damage mitigation.
Exactly.
With a sniper rifle.
Healthcare.
Preventative healthcare.
So yeah, so far all these IDs are checking out. These guys do appear to be Shinar.
Tell Cortev that.
Yep.
The one other thing that I'll give you for your crit there, Cortev.
Yep.
Like you're looking through some like emails and stuff back and forth between the captain and higher ranking officers off. And while they don't get into specifics, they talk about this like this is a reaction to something. Like they're responding. They're trying to crank these bombers out quick in response to something the League has done.
But they do say bombers plural.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what Cortev was checking. It's like if this is either the pilot test or if there's more that are being mass produced or how that's working. Okay. I will hold that.
My other main concern is this is in response. What are they responding to?
Sure. I can get to that when you guys are done doing unspeakable atrocities.
Ty's going after Ty scans one of them and finishes scanning, and they all kind of check out. She's going to come over the data plate and say, "We should probably leave because more than likely they probably said, hey, we're being attacked to the others in the fleet."
You should have been gone about 30 minutes ago.
Anyway, the captain for the rest of in there, the captain has stepped out. He looks up and down at Uriah. He looks up and down at Vika. Freddy, he gives you a nod. Oh, you're the one person in the room I kind of already know.
Okay, so what happened?
You boarded my ship, made your way here.
No. Why are these being made?
Let's carry on this conversation elsewhere. Sir, if you'd come with us, please.
Very well. May the rest of my crew stay.
Absolutely.
All right.
As long as they don't try to power up it.
We don't have the weapons installed on this ship yet. There's no threat of that. And as far as engines or anything, we've got maneuvering thrusters, but not anything that they could fly away in.
Good enough.
And you've been, you could hop in the system and double check that.
Mm-hmm.
As an aside to Cortev, could you, or on the comms, just steps aside quiet enough, could you
Told
maybe
anybody about the
just...
information yet.
And
could you
am I actually
disable-
back? Am I in the?
All right, hang on. We're all talking over each other. Vika, go.
Okay.
Could you disable the communications for probably about an hour or so, just to give us enough time to get off?
Sure. He'll attempt that.
Yeah,
Probably
go ahead and give me
not.
a roll.
Yep.
Just get a 10. Nobody is actively opposing you at this point.
I got a 10. We're good.
Okay. All right, now, Patrick, what were you saying?
Have I arrived to the bridge yet?
Yes, you were at the bridge. You were at the bridge by the time the captain walks out.
Oh, goodbye, Captain. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Did I write his?
Now Jason's like, crap, I
Elif?
gotta give him a name.
Elif, I believe it was Elif.
Ilif.
Elif.
Captain Ilif. Nice to meet you, sir.
And had
Face
you
to
identified
face.
yourself as Freddy, or had you identified yourself by? Because I don't remember Freddy's last name.
They gave his full name. It was Freddie Frederickson Whitehorse.
All right. So he addresses you, Mr. Whitehorse, or whatever your rank. What would a Lancer's rank be? Lancer Whitehorse.
Or pilot, maybe.
Yeah, it could be.
And while I'm actually talking, I'm also the one that's kind of obviously the sensor console in here.
Mhm.
I actually want to get. This is just the one that's closest on the outside of the ships. How many ships are there in this?
Okay, give me a roll right quick.
What am I rolling in this case? Would it be hack, investigate?
I'll go ahead and use investigate for this.
24.
Yeah, because the yeoman was already logged into everything. So, you do a sensor sweep of the field. There appears to be 5 more ships under construction, and of course there were ships present acting as security. Most of them are at the far end of the shipyard, fighting Union forces. But Union launched a flat-out attack, but it was more of just a harrying attack to distract them while y'all swooped in behind, and got the intel. Mostly because they weren't sure how strong a force they had here, so.
Yeah. All right.
One thing you do notice, though, is the ship that dropped you off has pulled back quite a bit. It seems to be engaged by 2 smaller crafts, but not not like fighters, but like just
And I actually bring it out. Our ride's under attack. But in more or less.
But in more or less what?
Instead of just blurting that out, while looking at it, more or less type in my, like the risk-com,
Gotcha.
extract is under attack.
Great. I'm gonna actually get into grid space.
All right, so you start heading back to.
Yeah, I'm going back to the loading bay and getting into grid space.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's where we're all going, probably.
Yep.
Let's go. Do we have anyone that has something we can put the captain in, or do we just want to leave him here and pick him
The
up with a
dog has
ship?
plenty of room.
Yeah, I want to say you still have the.
I do not.
That's
Oh,
sad to put the EVA in.
Giant.
yeah. Ella. In that
Hey,
case,
the captain's willing to stay behind if
Mm-hmm.
we'll get. Unfortunately, Captain, we do not have. Captain Aleph, we do not have a spot for you, so I'm afraid you'll have to get into those basically a exosuit.
Yeah, you're gonna cram him in a spacesuit. All right.
Yeah.
It's a ship. There's plenty of. You found spacesuits, hanging on the wall in the bay y'all came in on. So.
Mm-hmm.
And
Probably.
since I'm at the console, actually, you said this ship doesn't have weapons yet, so.
No.
Alright.
You saw the mounting ports for them on
Yeah.
the surface of the ship, but they didn't actually use them to attack you because I forgot to. But so yeah, you tell him that he's got his little captain's hat. He takes his hat off, hands it to the first officer because it's not going to fit in the spacesuit helmet anyway. And he's putting up no resistance. You've agreed to leave the crew. You're not trying to take the entire crew. So hey, I'll just go.
Back to the bay.
All right, y'all head back to the bay.
If they go back through engineering, she'll untie the engineer. Actually, nah. Just poke her head and be like, "We're leaving."
Bye.
When you poke your head in, he's like, zip tied to his chair. He has pulled himself over to a console and was For all the world looking like he was trying to type with his nose and it jerks up when you stick your head in. Oh, okay.
You do you. And he keeps walking.
Bye.
Alright, so y'all get back down to the cargo bay. Or the loading bay.
I was gonna untie him, but he looked like he was having fun.
Mm-hmm.
They used silk rope.
Remote gets my skin.
So yeah, y'all get back there. Whip is sitting there, head on a swivel. The dog. Is the dog's? It's still got the little manipulators, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was actually about to ask a silly question, but I don't know if it would work. Could we put him in a spacesuit, put him in a shipping container, and put the shipping container on the dog's back?
Sure, or you could just strap him to the dog's back.
I mean, yeah.
He's going to be in a spacesuit.
Yeah.
So he's going to have enough air for, several hours anyway.
Yeah.
But when you walk in, like I said, Whip's head's on a swivel. And the dog is sitting there with his little manipulators. And it's like the manipulators are being held out in front of it, and they keep going, and then making different shapes with the manipulators.
Ty just walks up. You two having fun?
Cookie's like, we got a little more. I mean, we keeping a central sweep going. We're paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little Rochambeau to
rock,
pass the
paper,
time.
scissors game.
Mm-hmm.
Ty's just like, who's winning rock, paper, scissors?
We've tied 15 times. But that's out of 20.
But yeah, that sounds about
I
right.
think we're using the same algorithm to pick our moves.
Probably. She just shakes her head.
I'll say to us, so to the workshop, we got a lot to talk about when we get back. I've been taking cursory looks at this data, but
about the data.
Finish the mission first.
I thought there was going to be some kind of team building exercise.
No.
So I've been watching all of
Okay.
your performances, and I have notes.
Cortev points to his scar and his icy blue hair. Me?
Hey, I have to. I'm gonna get in my. And she just keeps walking.
You do that.
Paps the witch as she climbs in.
Oh, your witch looks rough. Oh.
It's all together, baby.
Held together by duct tape and prayers.
Whole lot of nanites. Nanobots, son.
The nanites are straining.
Either to get in or get out. We don't know.
No, I meant to hold the pieces together. All right, so you load him in the mix. Now, Captain gets in his spacesuit. Do you just put him on the dog's back, or do you want to do the shipping container thing?
I say the shipping container thing.
Okay.
Put about a day's worth of oxygen in there.
Well, no, he's got a spacesuit. So
Yeah, he's gonna have the
My
spacesuit
concern-
regardless.
Can he mag clamp to the inside of the thing? 'Cause otherwise, he's just gonna bounce around in it like a dang pear.
Yeah, he could mag clamp to that, or mag clamp to the dog's back.
dog. Yeah.
Let's put him in the dog, or in the thing on the dog.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So y'all put him in a little middle box. He's clamped there.
And also, we make sure health monitor is tied up to it, basically hooked up.
Yeah,
so.
you can link up to his spacesuit for that. Yeah, it's got built-in monitors for stuff. So basically, he's not just sitting there,
Ty's
not that
got
a shipping
videos-
container is going to give him a lot of armor, but
Ty's got a video screen here that's basically so that she can see him, and she's just like, "Sorry, it couldn't be, an actual seat."
He's a prisoner of war.
Just hold on.
You're not being unnecessarily cruel. And he understands not just having him sit on the back, since he could potentially jump off at that point.
Well, jump off, and also with a
Get
shipping
hit.
container, get hit.
Yeah, with the shipping container, he's not jumping off. So.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
All right. So y'all all load up. Does anyone on their mechs have any HP that needed to be repaired?
I'm at max
Not
HP
HP.
for my structure.
Her problem is just structure.
Yeah.
She's only got this. She's only got this one health track left, but it's a full health track.
Hang on, let me.
Had some damage to repair.
Yeah, I have 1 damage, but I think I'm fine.
Okay, but not necessarily anything you're going to stop and spend a repair on.
I will spend a repair. Whip was down to half, so.
Okay.
Yeah, well, too. Cortev was down to. Yeah, cool.
Okay, so you got to take a few minutes to get since you don't exactly know what you're going to be walking back out into.
Well,
Yeah.
they're getting ready. Can I use a quick action to prime Camus Razor?
Yeah. You can get that kind of stuff set up.
Fantastic.
Grid Space can deploy his drones for y'all to step out if he wants to.
We'll have just the ones I usually have.
I was about to say we had forgotten about the shield drone he was carrying around, but
It never really came up.
there was never really any violence around where he was at.
Well, the violence was enacted against someone else.
Yeah.
Never.
Y'all didn't take any shots.
But I'll keep the guardian drone going,
Okay.
and I'll probably have an assassin out as well. But I can deploy that when we have like a proper map. I'm not sure if we're doing anything.
No, not tonight.
Okay.
All right. So once y'all get ready, y'all exit through the nanite curtain. As soon as you're outside the ship, you start getting, messages from your side.
Yeah.
The ship that brought you in. As soon as they pick up that that you're out where they can talk to you. They explain that they were attacked. They've had to pull back. The overall fleet commander, or battle group commander, Captain Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think I'd given him a name previously.
I don't think so.
He is dispatching a different ship to come pick you up.
Mm-hmm.
However, the Shinar seem to be at least somewhat aware of what went on the ship.
Okay.
Aware that the ship that some Union forces got on the ship, not that they know exactly what you did or what went down. But,
Yeah.
so they have a ship moving your direction as well.
All right, fly safe. May you get the bogeys off your tail.
Book it.
So, what we will be doing next week?
We have a whole half hour yet still.
Yeah.
I know, but I don't have a map ready. I'd expected the own ship stuff to take
We're
longer than this.
We're doing a GTFO out of Dodge.
Yes, I did exactly what you're doing.
Fair.
Both ships will basically be close enough to be engaging each other. And yeah, y'all just be trying to get to your ship, while enemy lancers unloading from the other ship are going to attempt to stop you. Or try to stop you, try to rescue the captain, that sort of thing. And yeah, I messed the timing up on this one. I didn't have enough time to.
You're expecting us to be far more murder hobo.
We were creative.
I thought there might be more actual fighting. Have to keep up with hit points, and there just kind of wasn't. It just worked out.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you, though. I'm proud of you, though.
Yeah.
All of us
I-
did good. All of us. Vika, Uriah, Freddy, Cortev, we all did good.
Ty
Ah,
has a gut wound. It's fine. It's fine.
hey, Vika used the patch
I
stuff
know.
on her.
I know. It's all good.
Put a little band-aid with a kitten on it.
Yeah, I only took 2 health, so I was. She's not. It's
And-
like it's a
and
flesh
every-
wound.
All of a sudden, it like pans to like someone off to the side, and no one of value was lost.
Ty's sitting in the background with a gunshot in her chest, in her stomach, and she's like,
Just floating.
I don't understand. My little medic is so good at assisting and murder. Anything else?
Well, the trick is the way you assist in combat a lot still involves shooting.
Yeah.
You know, you
but,
still
I
a lot of
mean,
times you're still shooting your friends. You're shooting them with a drone.
Yeah, I know, but it's like okay.
This is not what I built this character to do. But man, she's
Really
good at doing
isn't.
it.
But good lord, is she good at doing it?
Not because she statted up that way. It's just the dice rolls.
Yeah.
Roll20 says you are a pharmacist. Embrace it. Stop trying to be the rogue.
If you fight against fate, you'll be miserable. But if you lean into fate, maybe you can gain a little bit of control.
Oh, I leaned into fate, and I was trying to lean a little bit into the rogue side of the fate, and that it's no.
You're a killer, not a rogue.
You're a killer and a healer. You can't do that rogue crap. Don't do that.
You are literally Dr. McNinja.
Without the stealth.
Or the
a
mustache.
little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I assume. I don't know.
Hmm.
All right, so next week we will wrap up this mission with the escape. Hey, any of you who survive, we'll get some downtime as we go into the beach episode for the next mission.
Oh.
Wait, beach episode is next week or the week after?
No. Next week we'll finish up this mission,
Okay.
and then the
Like,
next
I'm gonna miss
mission,
the beach episode.
the next mission will involve the beach.
Actually, miss it.
I will have to work the
You
name.
want to play on hotel Wi-Fi?
Well, yeah, we'll see what time I get back.
All right. Well, I hope y'all had fun. I enjoyed this. It was not as bloody as I thought it might end up being.
I'm gonna baseball a grenade.
After headshotting somebody. I've been playing back through Fallout
normal
4, so I could
Tuesday.
totally picture the headshot.
Just a normal Tuesday.
For Ty.
So anybody that comes by and watches the replay of this had fun. Hope you'll join us next week. Again, I was your storyteller for the evening, Jason. And with me tonight has been Sarah as Vika, Patrick as Freddy, Jeremy as Cortev, Eric as Uriah, and Carr as Tiana, the pharmacist. And we will see y'all next time.
Good night, everybody.